Okay, so I have reset my bandwidth, and hopefully this stream will go okay with no problems. So let's go. Wait, that's the wrong series. Anyway, so off we go into Hyrule. I guess I could try to be cool and do one of those playthroughs where I don't get the sword, but I don't know the game that well. So we're gonna just do it the right way, and I'm gonna steal a sword from this old man. The brown sword, which, despite what we all thought as children, is not a wooden sword. The shield is wooden, but the sword is not. It's quite a mystery, quite a conundrum. But if you check out Clyde Mandelin's book, Legends of Localization: The Legend of Zelda, it talks about kind of the weird playground mythos that built up around the brown sword, the standard sword. It's just called sword in Japan. But in America, we decided that we should attribute some woodenness to it. Anyway, um, man, it's been a long time since I played this game. I think the last time I played all the way through, I played it in tiny little chunks when I was writing about the design of the game. That was like, oh man, like 3, 4, 5 years ago. And the last time I played it all the way through before that was, I actually don't know. It's been a very, very long time. So, I'm going to be a little bit rusty. There's some muscle memory going on here, but I can't promise that this will be a perfect, flawless, or even effective playthrough. But I feel like I should be able to beat the game in 3 hours or 4 hours, which is kind of the time limit I've allotted for myself. There may be some bathroom breaks in there. There may be some weird background conversation because I share an office with my wife, and she'll be coming back from a photo shoot soon. But I'll do my best to make this interesting. All right, I'm just going to go straight up to the first dungeon. I'm not going to fart around in the overworld and supercharge myself and get the magic sword or the white sword before going to the first dungeon. I'm just going to play it like a novice, like a newbie, except one who knows how to get through the Lost Woods. Oh! Already I've taken damage. If this were a one-hit wonder game, I'd have to reset already. Wow, I'm not doing so well. This is not off to a good start. Thank you, fairy. All right. And on into the first dungeon. So it looks like the buffering is okay on the stream, and I see conversations happening here. I see that Bill Mudrin has posted a link to Legends of Localization. So everyone's doing my work for me. It's great. Apparently there's a trick here where if you leave and then come back in, the door opens automatically for you. So let's see if I understood that story right. Yes, it did. Wow, I cheated. I opened the lock without a key. But I'll still do the little side doors anyway, because who doesn't want extra keys? And you get keys by killing Keese, which is the name of the bats. I don't think that was deliberate. It's just a weird thing. So we are in the first dungeon, and I'm killing dudes. This is the first quest, so these guys fortunately don't throw their swords. But in the second quest, oh my goodness, they're bastards. I'm curious if anyone in the stream, the first time they played the original Zelda, if they input their name as Zelda just to see, oh, this is the adventure of Zelda, so I must be Zelda. That must be my character's name. Because of course, putting Zelda as your character name, as your file save name, takes you immediately to the second quest. Which, if you've never played Zelda before, especially back in the day when this kind of game was really new and unfamiliar, I can imagine that was a horrifying existential shock. The game must have seemed much, much more difficult because the second quest is, it's like the second loop through an arcade game. Everything's harder and faster and more deadly. What level is this? Is this map Moon, or is it? Gosh, I should look at the map that I have sitting on the other side of my computer. I have the original map from someone's copy of The Legend of Zelda, and I could check that out, but I'm just too lazy to reach over. Also, the map's in terrible, dilapidated shape, and it's actually a real pain to get it to lay straight, and I have it anchored with stuff so that it'll actually sit flat on my table. If I pick it up and look at the back side of the map, then that's just a disaster waiting to happen. Anyway, so let me talk a little bit about The Legend of Zelda. The game originally was released in Japan on February 21st, 1986. It was the debut title, one of the debut titles for the Famicom Disk System, which is this add-on. Thanks, Guy. Thanks for that helpful tip. An add-on for the Japanese NES, the Famicom, which added rewritable capabilities. Instead of using cartridges, it used diskettes, just like standard 3.5-inch diskettes, in a special case. So we're in the Eagle level. Okay. I think I go this way for the boomerang. Anyway, when the plans for the disk system started to take shape, Nintendo designer Shigeru Miyamoto and so forth sat down and said, all right, we need to make ourselves the ultimate cartridge game. Oh, you bastard. I'm stealing your toenail. All right, so I have a toenail clipping now. Now I'm awesome. Anyway, so Miyamoto sat down and said, let's make the ultimate cartridge game. And that was Super Mario Brothers. And then this game came along, and they decided to create a game that could only be done on the disk system, and that was The Legend of Zelda. And the thing about The Legend of Zelda is it's a very large game for the time. There's a lot of territory, a lot of maps. There's a lot of items to collect. It's just a really huge, expansive adventure. And it also had a save feature, which had not been seen properly on the NES until that point. The Japanese players did have access to something called the data recorder, which was a standard cassette player that plugged into the Famicom and could save data for like 5 games, including Excitebike and Wrecking Crew. But it didn't have a proper save feature function. So The Legend of Zelda had access to the diskettes, so Nintendo made it a big adventure with a save game feature, and you could play and play and play for weeks and weeks, months and months even. I know people who took months to finish this game. And you could save your progress, your current money, and how many Triforce pieces you had, and what equipment you had, and so forth, and come back and play later. So that was kind of, the big advantage that the disk system offered. And we didn't see Zelda in America until midway through 1987, because I think in large part because they had to figure out some sort of kludge to make save files work on cartridges, because we never got the disk system. So we actually didn't need the disk system. By the time it would have come over to the US, it was pretty much obsolete. So it was kind of pointless. But we did kind of get a delay on Zelda and Metroid and Kid Icarus, all of which launched in Japan in 1986 and didn't come here for another year or so, because they had to come up with some sort of workaround. For Zelda, they came up with the idea of putting a battery into the cartridge that would save data in some sort of very small, persistent RAM cache. And for Metroid and Kid Icarus, they came up with the much less elegant password system. I'm really glad Zelda did not have a password system, because that thing sucked. So let's see. Okay, I've beaten the first dungeon. Now let's have a look over at the chat and make sure everything's working correct. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so looks like everyone is okay, and the audio is not screwed up, and the stream isn't screwed up, so that's good. I'm glad. There's a lot of people watching the stream, so thanks for joining. I've just beaten the first stage. In case you've come in a little bit late, I'm Jeremy Parrish, and for Zelda's 30th anniversary, I'm beating the original game, hopefully beating the original game in one sitting. This was supposed to be a playthrough of the Famicom Disk System version, the Japanese version, but for whatever weird reason, my disk system stopped working just before we started this stream. I say weird reason, but the actual reason is that the Famicom Disk System is a very unreliable piece of equipment, and I kind of figured that this stream would be a battle versus a breakdown. I just didn't expect the breakdown to happen right at the beginning. But it did, and so here we are playing the American version, which is pretty much exactly the same game. The music is different. There are different sound effects in the Japanese version. I've always wanted to play through the Japanese version, and maybe someday I will. This was going to be my excuse to do it, and that didn't work out, but such is life. In terms of design and monsters and difficulty and tuning and balancing and object locations, hidden treasures, I think everything's all the same. So there's nothing really that you're missing out on besides weird sound effects and slightly different music in some places. So it all works out the same. Also, you'll be able to understand the text if you don't speak Japanese in this version. And the typeface is thinner in the Japanese version. But that's pretty much it. Oh. Oh. Wow. I'm rocking it. So these guys are called moblins, which I didn't realize until I read the Legends of Localization book. I always saw their name in the manual written as moblins, which, kind of sounds more euphonic in English, like goblin, moblin. Sure, it's a mob of goblins. But no, they're moblins if you read the manual very carefully and see that little L. And according to the book, I'm stealing Clyde Mandolin's thunder here. I hope he doesn't mind. But they're actually moriborin in Japanese, which means basically it's like a portmanteau of wood goblin, which makes sense. They're in the woods. They're forest goblins. Doesn't that all fit? Yeah. So anyway, that's one mystery solved. And I always get lost. It's weird trying to find the second dungeon. I always get mixed up. But I guess I kind of wanted to find the little shop that's right up here. I think that's a shop. It is. Oh, but I wanted a candle. Alright, so much for that. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've played this, so I kind of have this mental muscle memory of where things are, but it's not perfect. So I definitely don't want to go that way. So I'll be stumbling around a little bit, like I said. I do have, the original fold-out map from the game, but it's in terrible shape, and I can't actually see it from where I'm sitting. So, nice try, buddy. Thought you'd flank me. Clever girl. So, let's see. There's no secrets there. Trying to find the second level without a map. Like I said, the map is in terrible condition and will probably fall apart if I pick it up, so I'm just going to leave it where it is. And I can't actually see the chat while I'm playing, so I'm sure you guys are saying, "Hey, idiot, it's this way," and I can't see that, so I'm just casting about blindly, flailing and looking like an idiot. Whoa. And isn't that really what streams are all about? Alright, I'm remembering how to play this thing. Okay, I'm way off the mark. Maybe they'll sell me a candle in here. There you go. Candle. That's what I wanted. Alright, now I can walk around burning random patches of trees to find secrets, because that's exciting to watch in a live stream. I am the kind of person who, when I played this as a kid, actually did walk around setting fire to like every single bush I could find, until eventually I realized the truth of Zelda. The secret behind where things are hidden is that there's only one hidden object per screen of the map. So once you figure that out, then you spend a lot less time hunting for stuff. If you can find a hidden secret, then you're good. You don't have to keep burning that space, that screen. Oh, I missed it. All right. Maybe it's up here. I don't know. Like I said, this is all... Yeah, there we go. Muscle memory. Hope this isn't one of the pay me for the door repair charge guys. No, it's a Moriburin giving me some money because I burned the door to his home. And I believe there is a very cheap shield for purchase in one of the shrubs on this screen, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna wander around trying to find that for a few seconds. It might be the next screen over. Let's see. But I do love me some fire-resistant shield, especially with those jackasses shooting fireballs at me. My memory is so terrible. It's really sad. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this. I probably should have just like printed out a map from GameFAQs or something to. All right, forget that. That's embarrassing. Onward to stage 2. I'll figure it out one of these days. Anyway, the important thing is I got the candle. Who doesn't want a candle? And actually, I guess I could go down to the seaside, and if I can remember where exactly it is, there's a heart container to be taken. But I think I've gone the wrong way for the seaside, so this is just turning into a disaster. Watch an old man who doesn't remember how to play video games stumble through Zelda. What a compelling offer! This is a service that USgamer can provide for you. Oh. Watch me get torn apart by levers. Now, if you were a stupid kid, you took the potion, but if you were smart, you took the heart. Is this how many hearts I need to get the white sword? I can't remember. I'm going to put the question to the chat. Is it just 5 hearts, or do I have to find 5 hearts to get the white sword? Actually, where the hell is the white sword? It's up in the mountains somewhere? Oh, man. I don't remember this game nearly as well as I thought I did. I really should have done some studying before I started playing. I mean, I read Legends of Localization and studied the translation because I thought I was going to be playing the Japanese version. But no, playing the American version and the stuff that I actually need to know, I don't know. So I'm happy that we could share this time together. I know there's a hidden spot somewhere in there, but I don't feel like wasting bombs to figure out where. Man, there aren't as many places to bomb as I remember. This game seemed so much bigger when I was a kid. But I think I also was a lot smarter about finding my way around. Alright, now I have some money so I can get the arrow. That's good. Isn't there a thing to bomb here? No, here? Maybe. God dang it. Come to me, fairy. Oh. This is just getting sadder and sadder. There we go. Let's try bombing here. I know one of these screens has a hidden secret. It must be this one because, of course, the other one had the heart container. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. What do I know? I'm just gonna move on along now. I do know there is a hidden block up here. Yes. So I might as well use my bombs. Waste them on something worthwhile. And we're good. It's another generous moblin. Oh, sorry, moblin. And I believe there's a secret up over in this direction too. The Eastmost Peninsula. Thanks to the cool dude who told me about that before. Let's see if I can... This is what, like level 4 or 5 or something. I don't think I can beat this level yet. But I can go up here and get some money from an old man. Oh, not an old man, from a moblin. Alright, so, anyway, I guess I need to just sit down and check over the stream really fast. Let's see, it's 1:30 p.m. for me, so I will do a station ID. Hi, I'm Jeremy Parrish with USgamer, and I am playing The Legend of Zelda on the original NES. And the game turns 30 in a few days, if you can believe that, on Sunday. And that's pretty crazy. I remember when the game was brand new. I remember playing it and beating it when it was brand new. But from the way I'm playing, you would never believe that I have finished this game before. But it's true, I have. So, anyway, looking over the stream, and people are correcting me that yes, I have to get 6 hearts total before I can get the white sword. So I'm out of luck until I beat another stage. And I have just peeked at the game map, so we're all good. I will head to level 2 now. Is over this away? Nope. Just down and then over. And another secret. I am going to be rich. Actually, I might have enough money at this point. Nope, not quite yet. But after beating this next dungeon, oops, I might have enough money to... Whoa, I did not mean to touch that guy. Scary. After beating this next dungeon, I might have enough money to go get the next ring, the first ring. And as much damage as I seem to be taking from bad guys, it would probably be very good for me to get a ring to cut the damage I take in half. Wow, sad. I think there's a secret right here, too, but I guess I should use the right accoutrement. There's not a secret there. Man, I don't remember anything about this game. It's really sad. So it's the 30th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda, and the anniversary of me going senile and forgetting everything about video games. Anyway, so like I said in my news story, my hope here is to be able to finish this game live on the stream. I don't know if that will actually happen, but I'm going to give it my level best. I think this stage is the one shaped like a moon, so that's good. It's a nice, easy stage to beat. As I mentioned before, I was originally hoping to play through this game in the Japanese version, which was on the disk system, a Japanese-only accessory for the Famicom console, but my disk system RAM adapter stopped working, so instead you're just going to have to accept playing or watching me play through the American version. So when I screw up and get lost, I really don't have any excuses. I've played this version a lot, but it has been quite a while. So that's the story I'm going with. Oh, come on! The nice thing about these snakes is they're very generous about dropping hearts or stopwatches so that I can freeze time. Like that. And nothing there. So let's see. In the lower portion of the moon. And my goal today is to beat the game within 4 hours. If that doesn't work out, I realize that's not exactly a speed run, but as you can tell, I'm not exactly an expert at this either. So, man. So that's you know, being able to finish the game, I think, would be quite an accomplishment at the rate I'm going. So, you know, we take what we can get when we're sharing this miserable existence we call life. If you haven't seen it yet, like I said before, we've been running a bunch of articles on Zelda games, Zelda ephemera, all in sort of the celebration of the game's 30th anniversary, February 21st, 1986. So be sure to check out USgamer, usgamer.net. You can... Whoa, fireballs! You can see pieces on... Yikes, man, this is bad news. Wow. Alright, so we're about to see our first on-screen death. Yeah, there we go. I forgot how dangerous that room is. That's why I wanted the magical shield. Alright. We'll keep going. What was I saying? Oh, right. Yes, there's articles on USgamer, and they're quite entertaining. Much more so than me dying pathetically and getting lost in Hyrule. So be sure to check those out if you need a shot of amusement to kind of cleanse your palate after this. Let's see. What all have we run today or this week on Zelda? I can't remember. Yesterday, Bob wrote about the Deke cartoon, and he had surprisingly kind things to say about it. I don't know that I necessarily agree, but you know, it's good to find the best things to say about, you know, find the best in flawed people and creations. I admire the generosity of spirit he displays. Is this where I went before? Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's try bombs. Those are good. I like bombs. They're explosive. So we're going to bomb some Gorayas, whatever you call them. Wow, even that wasn't enough to take him out. Alright, 1 down, 2 down. And we have the silver boomerang, or magic boomerang. Okay, that was worth it. I did something right, at least. Yeah, I see some discussion in the chat about, hey, isn't this the Famicom Disk System version? And the answer is no, because my Famicom Disk System stopped working. And I even had a backup RAM adapter in case that happened, and I still couldn't get that to work. It was all glitchy and buggy, so it's kind of what you expect from the Famicom Disk System, though. It's sort of an infamously fragile console or add-on. There's a rubber belt inside that made the motor go. Is that it? Was there something up top? I can't remember. Seems like a strangely empty room. And yes, there we go. Anyway, so I don't think the rubber belt giving out is what happened to my system. But in any case, it's not working correctly. It has a lot of fragile components. Even if that hadn't broken down, wow, that was Mickey and the Beanstalk-like. The giant killer, 7 with 1 blow. Yeah, even if the system itself hadn't broken down, there was always the chance that I would get, you know, an hour, 2 hours into the game and come to a point where there was a bad sector because it's a 30-year-old diskette. And Nintendo weirdly designed the Famicom Disk System so that the diskettes, like the actual rewritable media, the fragile part that can be easily erased and demagnetized, is exposed to open air. So it's really easy to accidentally touch the... oh, get out of here. It's really easy to touch the diskette, the inner part, the magnetic media, and ruin a Famicom Disk System game. And because of the way, you know, diskettes read, you don't necessarily know that you have a bad disk until you've actually gotten to that point. That was easy. Alright. I do remember a few tricks still. So it's possible to play a long way through a Famicom Disk System game and just suddenly not be able to get any further. So we're going with the American version because the disk system is so unreliable. Oops, I did not mean to bomb in Octorok. And I have max gems now, so let's see if I can remember where the ring is. I'm pretty sure I remember the gist of it. I think it's on the west side across the bridge. So let's head that way. Nice try. I can also get the white sword now, which is sort of in the same neighborhood. So I'll do that. But first, that bush looks suspicious. Yeah. But I think that's like level 8 or something. Right. So let's not do that for now. That would be a very short, sad attempt. I think there's a bush I can burn on here too, but I don't remember what, so I will not bore you with me walking around trying to expose secrets. So let's see, back over this way. I don't know why I compulsively keep collecting money even though I can't actually rack up anymore. It's just a bad habit that video games have instilled in all of us, you know? It's nerds. We're such pack rats. Oh right, I've been there already. And I don't have the magic bracelet, so I can't move that rock, so that screen's useless. This game seems so simple now, but at the time when it was new, it was just so mystifying and seemed so huge. I'd never seen a game with so many screens to explore, and you just kind of could go anywhere, and you had to sort of figure it out on your own. It was really, it took me weeks to beat this game. And, you know, of course, I had to request help from friends, like, how do I get through the woods? Stupid bastard. So it was a long, drawn-out attempt, but, you know, like many kids back in the day, it's not like I had anything else better to do, so eventually I did finish. And the weird thing is, I became so acclimated to the game that just, you know, I immediately started up the second quest after finishing it and beat the second quest in like a weekend. Which I don't think I don't know if I could even finish the second quest at this point. It was really hard. But, you know, kids with nothing better to do could just fling themselves at ridiculous experiences. And I took another gem that I don't need. Alright. Hello. I think the shop is here. Yes. Alright. Now there's a cheat you can use when you buy this gem, or this ring. You can immediately stop the game and save and quit, and you know, because the numbers are counting down, it'll actually freeze the countdown. So you can get the blue ring for like, I don't know, like 100 rupees or something. But I don't think I'm going to do that. That's, well, it's too late at this point anyway. So it was kind of pointless for me to say that. But as you can see, the blue ring doesn't just give Link natty white clothes, very 80s, very new wave. It also, actually, his clothes I think are they slightly blue? Yeah, I think they are. It's like a very faint shade of blue. I never noticed that before. Anyway, so what was I saying? Something about, oh yes, the ring. It cuts all damage to Link in half. And I'm trying to remember where the white sword is, and I don't actually remember where that is. So please tell me in the chat, and I'm going to mosey on to level 3 and attempt to beat the 3rd level with a crappy sword. Which I think is down here. Yes. So, onward to level 3. And here we are in stage 3. Actually, let me do another identification break. I'm going to do those every like 15 to 20 minutes. So, this is the USgamer 30th anniversary stream of The Legend of Zelda. The game came out in Japan 30 years ago this Sunday, and I have foolishly vowed to attempt to beat the game in its entirety on a live stream, which is something I've never done before. I haven't played through this game in its entirety in a single sitting ever, but I haven't really played through it in just a few sessions in probably 15 or maybe 20 years. I don't know. It's been a long time. So I'm kind of flailing around a little bit. But someone says the waterfall is up and to the right of where I was. Okay. So For some reason, I was thinking the magic sword was there, but yes, that is the white sword, and the magic sword is up with the lion people. And this is kind of a gatekeeping here. This little bit right here is basically to sort of test to see if you have the white sword yet. If you have the white sword, which is twice as strong as the standard sword, these blob dudes just die in a single hit instead of breaking into little half blobs. So I kind of screwed myself over because this stage is full of these guys, and it's going to be much more difficult for me because I didn't bother to go to the waterfall. If only I had listened to the Twitch chat. What was I thinking? Some people have said, hey, how come the music keeps cutting out? That's because I have it set to drop the music volume when I talk, so that I'm not screaming over the music, because it's not like I have a very loud voice to begin with. So I hope that's not too annoying. It seemed better than the alternative, which was for you not to be able to hear me, or for it just to be like this loud, cacophonous din. So those are my first dark nuts. Those are also much easier if you have the white sword. Oh, what was I even thinking there? Wow, way to go. So yeah, this whole level, like I said, is kind of designed around making you go find a better sword, which I haven't bothered to do. Take that. Well, that shows me. Yeah, dark nuts are a lot easier when you can throw your sword across the screen at them. But they do have an uncanny ability to turn and dodge. I don't know what the AI on these guys is, but it's tough. And there's a blue variant that's even more difficult. I think those start showing up in level 5, which is probably the point where you'll hear me whimpering on screen a lot. Oh, come on. Really? Really? That's just some BS right there. Oh, that's what I want. Yes. Give it to me. I mean, this is literally a screen where they said, okay, how many enemies moving around at a time can the NES handle? Let's put about 5 more enemies on the screen than that actually is the case. And you end up with a really hard room full of slowdown. That's some fun design right there. Now I have the raft, so I can go sailing places. Christopher Cross would be very delighted for me. I could do some yacht rock. Although I guess that's not a period appropriate reference. That was the 70s, and this game was the 80s. Oh man, this level is full of just horribleness. I forgot that this is where bubbles show up. Bubbles are those little rotating things. Apparently they're the souls of the dead. And if you touch them, then you temporarily lose your ability to swing your sword, which is just not cool when you start getting those guys in with the dark nuts. Fortunately, I think in the standard quest... Oops, see, I can't use my sword. I'm tapping my button. There we go. I think in the first quest you only get the flashing bubbles, which just give you a temporary loss of use of your sword, but in the second quest, whoops, they come in 2 flavors. One of them takes away your sword permanently, and the other restores it. So that's a lot of fun. And what is the shape of this? Oh, this is the manji. Not the swastika, the manji. Important to get the difference there. I'm trying to remember if one of these things is something I can push. I guess not. Alright, so let's go into the right side of the manji. Manji, of course, is a holy symbol in... crap, is it Buddhism? I want to say Buddhism. And if you put it backwards, and it's a swastika, which also was, just like an ancient symbol, but it's pretty much been associated with Nazism for the past 60 or 70 years. So not really the kind of thing people want in their video games these days. But I do appreciate the fact that they didn't change the level layout, because they could have changed, the stage, the map. Because I'm sitting there with like what looks to someone who's not paying attention to be a swastika in the upper corner of my screen, which is, yeah, I can see that some people might be upset about that, but they didn't change that. I feel like these days they probably would. You probably wouldn't even see a Japanese developer use the manji necessarily to begin with, just for concerns about localization and cultural awareness beyond Japan. So it's a I guess just kind of an interesting artifact of a bygone era. And I think there's an entire chunk of the stage that I've missed out on, so I probably should go back up that way before I beat the boss. Anyway, there's an entire manga series called Blade of the Immortal, where a guy walks around with a manji on his back, and when they localized that was one of the first manga that was localized into English without flipping the direction of the artwork, because if they had flipped the direction of the artwork, it would have become a swastika, and that would have been, yeah, pretty bad. So just a fun little bit of trivia of cultural differences between Japan and America. Right, this is where I push the thing. There we go. Did I get the sword from the old man? Yeah, this level really wants me to get that sword. I did not actually get the sword from the old man on the waterfall, but thank you for the reminder. So I think it's interesting that he pesters me to get the sword, and then the next room is full of enemies that can actually be killed with boomerangs, instead of, like another room full of dark nuts with some kind of treasure inside, where the idea is, well, you didn't get the sword, so screw you. And we'll go beat the third boss now. Oh, I have to fight these guys again. Those rats. I'm actually not sure what determines whether or not you can kill a dark nut with a single bomb, because sometimes I hit them from behind with the bomb and they still they still seem to survive, and sometimes I hit them square in the face with a bomb and they disappear. So I don't really know what the story is there, but in any case, whoops, I didn't manage to keep my health up. So wow, that was weird. What was that flickering? So now I fight a manhandla with bombs and without the white sword. So okay, so we're at the 1 hour mark now that I've collected this. I'm going to take a quick break to get some water. I need something to drink. So give me like 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Don't stop watching just because I'm going to freeze the screen for a second. I will see you shortly. Okay, I'm back and I have water, precious water. Listen to that sound of someone drinking on stream. It's so great. Okay, so we've beaten 3 levels. It's time to go get the sword on top of the waterfall. You know what? I'm going to pause again and look at the stupid map. Alright. Hope I don't tear this thing to pieces. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, so from where I am, the waterfall is... The hell is the waterfall? This map makes no sense. Oh, it's the dude up at the top of the mountain to the east. Okay. Wow, was that right? Someone just asked which dungeon I exited. That was dungeon number 3. So the old man on top of the waterfall is to the east. Okay. And I guess while I'm there, I can also get the strength bracelet. Oh, man, that map's in bad shape. I'm just going to leave it where it is. Oops, I guess I should switch over to the boomerang. That would be good, yes. I'm trying to think, is there anything else over here that I need to collect? Anything essential? Nothing comes to mind. Come on. Good grief. I didn't even need that fairy. What was I doing? Oh, man. You start getting into the collectathon habits in these games, and you start doing stupid things. And I don't have a letter to the old lady, so I don't think I can do anything here. Nope. She's just looking at me. Why are you in my house? Get out or I'll call the police. I think down here is what, the money-making game? Is that right? Or a shop? Meet the old man at the at the grave. At the grave. No, Link, don't go back down in there. She's gonna give you ribbon candy. Alright. I think this is level 4 right here, isn't it? Yeah, but I don't want to do that yet. I'd like to get the white sword, because everyone seems to think it's so important that I meet the old man on top of the waterfall. So that's where I'm going. I'm gonna take another stab at things with the candle. Ah, what about this? There we go. Money. 10 whole rupees. Amazing. And another space. That's the one I was looking for. Okay, of course I don't have enough money, but on the way back to stage 4, I can go ahead and grab that. So see, I'm making some progress. It's like riding a bicycle publicly in front of hundreds of people. They say you never forget, but you might still fall off, and everyone will point and laugh. So I believe to get to the waterfall, I head up this way. I think there was a bush over there I could have burned. Can I bomb here? Maybe it's on the other side. Alright, not there. That's fine. That's fine. And if you happen to watch our One Hit Wonders episode of Life Force, then you know that I'm not a big fan of meatballs flying from the sky. They're dangerous. And I don't need for you to talk, because what you will say will not make any sense anyway. Oh, I think that's where I want to be. Yes, that's the waterfall. The mysterious waterfall. And there's our very first Lionel. Those guys are the worst. They throw swords. I think that's supposed to be symbolic. They're like, there's one guarding the sword that you're supposed to get, and he throws a sword. Anyway, so I have mastered using this, and now I can have it. And I stab the old man, and he disappears. Alright, so now I should probably grab some more money so I can go buy a magic shield. Except I think this is the Lost Woods, isn't it? And my only direction out is, that's right, going the other way. Or I could try to break out of sequence. Do you need... I'm trying to remember if you need the ladder to get through the 5th level. I think you do, so I can't go beat level 5 out of sequence yet. A fun way to play the game if you know, are someone with a lot of time on your hands and want to play old video games in unusual ways is to go to all the dungeons and just collect the treasure and then beat all the dungeons in reverse order or something ridiculous like that. It's something you can do. You don't have to beat one dungeon to get into the next, you just need the correct tools. But I don't think I have that much free time. Oh, and it sounds like my wife has just come home, so there may be some background noise and conversation. I promise to not say anything weird. So now I need to grind for a little bit of cash so that I can buy the magic shield. I know there's a bush I can burn somewhere around here to get some cash, but I don't remember which one, so I'm out of luck. Oh, and there's my wife. Hang on one sec. Alright, back to the grind. I believe there's a hidden something or another up here. Yep. Right there. Just what I needed. In classic Mario Advance style. That's exactly what I needed, in fact. Alright, things are starting to look up. Now I just have to remember how to get back to the shield. Nope, wrong way. So once I have both the white sword and the shield, I can go tackle level 4. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way again. Man, my memory for this game is terrible. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I guess it was back this way? This is what happens when you get old. All I can remember now are important things like graduation day, the day I got married, that sort of thing, not video game tricks. Thanks, dude. Thanks for your very expensive shield. Actually, I think that's a translation error. I think he's supposed to say, hey, this is actually pretty affordable because that's the cheapest shield in the game. It's normally like twice that much, so... silly localization. If you haven't yet, I highly recommend picking up Clyde Mandelin's book, Legends of Localization, The Legend of Zelda, which has all kinds of crazy trivia about the game. Not necessarily insider trivia. He didn't, actually work on the game, and I don't think he interviewed anyone who worked on the game, but he has done a lot of translations himself, professionally and as a fan, and has a lot of insights about how localization works. Was this the way I was supposed to go? No. There we go. Off to stage 4. Alright. So we are 4 levels in, and if you are just joining us, I'm Jeremy Parrish, and I'm playing The Legend of Zelda, possibly in its entirety. I'm actually making pretty good progress, even though I kind of keep forgetting what I'm doing. And the game turns 30 on Sunday, if you can believe that. And it's part of our USstreamer celebration of 30 years of The Legend of Zelda. There's been a couple of really fun articles on the site this week, so be sure to check out USgamer.net and see what's up. That didn't work out. Okay, so these guys are annoying. They're apparently devils or something. They've got 4 eyes, and they turn into orange bats when they die. So I'm kind of curious. What is everyone's first experience with Zelda? Did you actually play this game back in the day, or is it something you've come into later? I don't think everyone in the stream is as old as I am, but I remember seeing the commercials for Zelda before I actually had an NES, and thinking this thing looks amazing. I mean, it had the gold cartridge and everything, so it was kind of hard not to be a bit awestruck by it. I'm trying to remember if there's a hidden path through here. It's pretty unusual for the game to give you a room that doesn't have anything of value in it, but I guess that was one of them. Anyway, yeah, I remember, the cartridge was golden and came in a really unique gold package. This was back during Nintendo's black box era, so boxes tended to look pretty plain and simple back then. And then you had this box, which was gold, like the cartridge, and had a little window in it so you could see the cartridge, which was pretty crazy. It felt very special, and I wanted to play it even though the early commercials for the game were really, really stupid. There was one where a guy rapped, and another one where a guy just wandered around saying Zelda, like he was going to find her, just by walking around calling her name, like she was a lost pet or something. Anyway, I could do the rap, but I'm not going to. I think you should look it up on YouTube instead of forcing me to do it. That just wouldn't be cool. Oh, and I see people are responding to the question prompt in the chat, so that's cool. Thank you. I can't look at those right now because I'm, playing. See, now these guys go down in one hit. That's awesome. But I will go back and check over the chat stream once the video stream is done. I think this is the snake level, which is why it's undulating. And it's also... each level kind of is built around, having a different tool. And because the original Zelda works a little differently than the later games, you don't necessarily need... you don't necessarily find a tool mandatorily in each level. A lot of them you have to go out and find. Like the candle, you don't find, you buy it. You don't like win it or something. So it works differently than sort of modern Zelda games. But the general concept behind levels testing you and expecting you to have those tools at hand was still in place even back here. So this level is very much about the candle and better swords, and also this is one of the levels where you need a tool within the dungeon, to complete the dungeon. And of course there's the like, which will steal my shield from me if I let it touch me. So this is actually kind of cruel. Like they introduce the like in a room that has bubbles in it, so there's a pretty good chance that you could get hit with one of those bubbles and lose the ability to fight back against the like and lose your expensive shield. But I believe, yeah, the arrows are pretty effective against them. Or not. Of course, the downside to using arrows is that you have to use money. Like each arrow you shoot costs a rupee. So there's that. But yeah, this is one of the levels where a tool, actually maybe more so than any other level, where a tool that you find inside the dungeon is essential for completing it. So now that I have the ladder, there's a kind of bisecting midpoint that I can get across. And there's no shame in... Oops, wrong. There's no shame in totally skipping past those vires because this is interesting because, you know, at this point you have the ladder, but you still can't cross the water with it. It's kind of a weird design choice. Like, I could see them putting the map over there where you could get it with the ladder, but instead it remains inaccessible. But the stage is a lot easier because you can sort of circumnavigate the demons by walking across the water with a ladder. Excuse me. Had a little bit of a cold or something lately, so my voice is a little husky, and I know you like it when I talk sexy to you, but maybe not. So you have to get the map, you have to come in around through this way. Pardon me. Need a little more water. Oops. There we go. Alright, so now I have the map, and I guess this is a snake? It looks like Did I miss a... No, I didn't. Okay. It's very confusing. I'm not good at basic cartography. So here's our very first reprised boss, and I completely missed it. That was amazing. And now I'm out of bombs. This is just bad. Really? So I think there's like something in the room next to me, but I can't bomb through it, so it doesn't matter. Walk into the waterfall. Thanks, dude. So it's kind of annoying that even though I have the magic shield, it doesn't block certain enemies' fireballs, including bosses like the Manhandla. This is where a bomb would be great, because I'm positive that I can bomb through that wall to the south, but not without a bomb, I can't. In this room you really need a candle for, because if you just try to walk out, you'll get stuck on the wall, the little block, and die horribly. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat the boss with 2 hearts and no bombs, but we'll see. Especially since these guys don't actually give me any drops, because they turn into bats. Trick doors. So I think this is Aquamentus or Gleeok or something. Yeah, this isn't going to go so well. Well, he does just have 2 heads. If I could actually connect, I'd be doing great. Oh. Good thing I got that white ring. Guess it doesn't matter. Oh, no. Yeah, that was pathetic. Alright. So, death number 2. I guess I'll continue from here. Alright, I think I'll look over the stream before I get started again. Oh wow, there's a lot of people telling me to do the rap. No. There's a lot of people sharing their notes about playing this Zelda for the first time. It seems like a lot of people actually did play this game to begin with, so congratulations, you are all old like me. Alright, so back up through this stupid dungeon. That was pathetic. Maybe I won't beat the game in the 4 hours I've allotted myself. If I can't beat the 4th dungeon boss without dying horribly, what hope do I have against Ganon? So this may look familiar to you. That's because I just went through here. That's right. I have to play the dungeon again because I died. Maybe I should farm these guys. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I like. Thanks, friend. Thanks for dying for me. So yeah, this is kind of the midpoint barrier that you need the ladder that you get in this level to pass over. I don't know if any other level does that. The next treasures are things like, you know, the magic wand, or an upgrade for the magic wand, or the magic key. But I can't think. Oh, and the recorder. I guess you need the recorder from level 5 to be able to beat the boss. But that's pretty much it. And no one's still given me a bomb yet. What the heck room am I in? The way stuff spawns in this game is always strange. Like, why was there just one bat in here this time, when last time there were a bunch? I don't always know. Oh. Didn't I just say you have to be careful about that? That was sad. And... Alright, I should be able to beat Gleeok this time. If not, you have earned the right to point and laugh at me. I think later in the game Gleeok has multiple heads, but again, it's really annoying that even though I have the magic shield, I can't block boss fireballs. I feel like that's kind of a unfair design choice. There we go. Alright. 4 dungeons down. 5 to go. And there we go with that. I seem to have shed some viewers, and I apologize if I'm being boring. And now it's time to go up to the Lost Woods. Or no, Lost Hills, sorry. Totally different. I think I can get the magic bracelet along the way. And what else? I suppose that's all that I need up there. Oh, I know what I should do. I should go get some extra hearts. So if I had the magic bracelet, I could warp across Hyrule, or if I had the recorder, I could warp across Hyrule, but I don't, so I have to hoof it on Shank's Mare, as they say. I don't actually know anyone who says that, but it is a saying of some sort. One thing I definitely like about this this old Zelda, the original Zelda, is that you don't have the quarter heart pieces like you do in the later games. You know, going to all the trouble to find some kind of hidden secret and then not immediately getting a reward. That's not the kind of feedback I'm looking for. I have entitlement issues. I want games to tell me that I'm special and precious. Like, I want rewards just laying out in the open like this. How hard is that? And I believe there's something up here too. But I don't think it's a dungeon, is it? no. Wow, 2 hearts in one go. Not bad. Alright. So I'm all powered up. Let's see if I can remember where the strength bracelet is. Oops. I know it's under a dude. I just have to remember how to get to that dude. Because up here I'm near the Lost Hills, so everything gets a little bit confusing. There's a lot of those guys. This seems helpful. There we go. Now I can occasionally buy potions. I should have done this earlier. Clearly this is not a sequence-breaking speedrun. Also, have you noticed that Link's eyebrows turn white? It's like getting the blue ring turns him old. I may be getting stronger with better weapons and more health, but there's no defense against sloppy play. I need nothing that you have. Alright, so I think the guy I'm looking for is right down here. Yeah, he's on one of these guys. Maybe on this screen or the next one. Secret is in the tree at the dead end. Yes, but I found that already. Tell me something new. Tell me something I didn't already know. Let's see. If I go left, I think that takes me to the Lost Woods. And here's a little bit of practice for Spectacle Rock. I believe there's something that yeah. Wow, I am just loading up. Not bad. So I guess it is a little bit like muscle memory, like I said before, riding a bike. I don't normally ride bikes for an audience, but if I did, it would only be slightly embarrassing, apparently. Oh, damn it. I wasn't paying attention again. And Rodney Lives in the chat mentions that I could technically have the magic sword right now. I don't remember where the last heart container is, though, so I'm just going on to level 5 without it. But I believe after I beat this level, I should be able to head over and pick up the magic sword from the old guy in the grave. Alright, so here's one of the differences from the Japanese version of Zelda versus the American version. These guys, in the Japanese version, they have these huge ears, you see, and the Famicom, the Japanese NES, had hardwired controllers, and the second controller had a microphone in it. So you could shout into the microphone, and those guys would just all die. I was hoping to try that out, but since my Famicom disk system stopped working before I played this stream, because that's just life for you, that didn't work out. So what they did with the American version is, because it didn't have the microphone, they replaced that sound feature with the ability to kill those guys with an arrow. So a single arrow takes out Pole's voices, and unfortunately it doesn't work on Dig Dogger. So I'm afraid that you miss out on the opportunity to hear me shouting into an NES microphone. That's not how this is supposed to go. Oh, dang it. Well, I blew that. And I did so well against the first one. feel like I've used up all my cool trivia about this game, and we're only halfway through, so I apologize. The next half is probably going to be a lot more dull. The plus side, I did just get a bomb to use against the Digdoggers, or Dodongos. So that's good at least. And someone in this chat pointed, oh, hey, that's right, I'm safe here. Okay. That was cool. So yeah, neat strategy you can use against these guys is hang out on the ladder in the middle of the water and attack them where they can't hit you. So I have the compass, but not the map. You can see the rooms are starting to become more complex. In this room, I need to use both the candle and the arrow for maximum effectiveness. It doesn't hurt to have the boomerang either. I'm trying to remember if there was something unique and weird about the Gibdo, the mummies in the Japanese version, or the second quest. Like, you know, in the second quest, the skeleton Stalfos, they throw their swords at you, but I can't remember if there's anything like that with these guys. There are a lot of things that are different in the second quest to make it harder. I feel like I'm doing too well in this level. There's going to be something to really screw me over. I think I start facing a lot of... Maybe it's blue dark notes. Maybe they show up. Oh, there we go. I'm already at the boss. That's weird. I don't have the recorder. I guess I need to go find that. I'm seeing some graphical glitches. I hope that doesn't mean the game's going to crash on me. Trying to remember the exact layout of the stage. I think I need to go back and beat the Dodongos in order to advance and find the recorder. Maybe I bombed through the wall. Nope. Nope. And I just wasted 2 bombs. Cool. Alright, so this wasn't the way to go. Should I waste a third? Why the hell not? Alright, that was pathetic. So I sneak on past Digdogger and back to the Dodongo room, and I suppose grind for bombs. Let's see, it's 2:30 now. I've been playing for almost 2.5 hours, so I guess it's time for another station identification break. I'm Jeremy Parrish with USGamer.net, and I'm playing possibly all the way through The Legend of Zelda, the original, on NES, as a 30th anniversary celebration. The game turns 30, the Japanese version turns 30 on Sunday, as a matter of fact, which is also the 30th anniversary, of the Famicom Disk System, which was the peripheral that the original game was released for before it came to the US. I was going to play on Famicom Disk System, but my hardware stopped working right before the stream, because Famicom Disk Systems are very flaky and unreliable. This is another one of those rooms where I can't get to the map, right? Yeah. I'm on to you. a bomb to use against the Dodongos. With my luck, probably not. Thanks for nothing, jerk. Well, I can at least get the map. But there's a trick to Dodongos if you do it right. If you hit them with a bomb... dang it. Oh, come on. If you hit them with a bomb and it explodes against their body instead of them eating it, then you can stab them with a sword and they'll die instantly. And they'll usually leave behind another bomb for you, but they move really erratically and randomly, so it's very hard to do that with any consistency. I might have to go to a shop and buy a bomb from the dude in the shop, which is always late. So that's something that they did much better, much more effectively in later Zelda games, is kind of conditional drops. Like if you need something, you're more likely to get it, as opposed to here, where I could walk around for half an hour and not be able to get the items I need. Of course, it's my own stupid fault for wasting my bombs in that room where nothing existed, but what can you do? Hindsight and all that. Shut up, old man. Well, sorry, this is kind of boring. It's that part of the game where you end up grinding. There's no other way to destroy a Dodongo except bombing them, so without bombs, I'm kind of SOL. So it looks like I don't really have a choice but to go out and find some bombs in the overworld, which is a pain because I'm in the Lost Woods, or the Lost Hills, so I'm kind of stranded and far away from everything, so it's going to be a big side excursion. Sorry about that. I'll try to make it short and painless as much as possible. Right into that one. Yeah, unfortunately this part of the overworld is not very interesting. It's just a lot of walking and a lot of falling rocks. Let's go over here and see what happens. Probably I'll die, but... yeah, those guys will probably kill me, because they're horrible. Oh. This is where you definitely need the magic shield, because without the shield you can't block their swords, and you take a lot of damage really quickly. I don't know what Lionels are supposed to be. I mean, they're like lion men, but I've never seen a lion centaur before. I wonder if there's anything underneath these guys. Nope. Man, people just really don't want to give me bombs. That's very churlish. There we go. There is 4 bombs. Maybe I can get... oh. Seems like a bad idea. Yeah. Maybe not going up against a bunch of blue Lionels all at once. Trying to remember if there's a shop or something around here. I could use bombs to find out, but I guess that would be kind of a bad idea, since I desperately need bombs right now. And can't afford to waste them. Sorry, folks, I'm wasting a lot of time. Mine and yours. Oh, right, that's the screen I don't want to go to. Need to meet one of those. I bet you'd like to buy more bombs, dudes. I feel like the power bracelet is around here somewhere. Yes, there we go. That's what I've been looking for. That dude. All right. Oh look, it's a guy selling bombs. Great. Thanks for that. There's something to be said for having a good memory. Like the kind that I don't. So here we are back at the Lost Woods. Hopefully I should be able to make short work of the remaining Dodongos. I think once you destroy one, it's gone for good, but it could be that the one that I blew up will respawn since I left the dungeon without taking all of them out. I guess we'll find out. Alright. I see that, even though I've almost been playing for 2 hours and bumbling around in my awkward way, I still have quite a lot of people following, so thanks for those of you who have stuck around despite my occasional acts of incompetence. It's really quite kind of you. Alright, let's blow up some dinosaurs. Yeah, one of them's back. Alright, see, yeah. Why couldn't I have done that last time? Yeah, of course. Like, absolutely perfect. Video games, man. I tell you what. These Dark Nuts know they're not. Alright, so I think there's a bunch of dudes here. I would like your bomb, sir. Thank you. And okay, now here's where the Dark Nuts are. I have to blow them up, or kill them, or whatever, and then I can get the recorder and go beat the boss. And of course these are blue. And they're the worst. Good God. Yeah, I'm just gonna blow through all my bombs. Oh man, these guys. Tell you what. Probably should have gone and bought some medicine. One down. A billion to go. Oh, you rat. Really? Jerks. Okay, I managed to survive that. And now, I think there's another room full of these guys that I have to fight, with my luck. Well, that was pretty much pointless. Wait, actually, is there a room over there? Yes, okay. Let's bomb over into it. I think I can get into a room. Oh, I found the guy that I wanted to find, and I have 1 rupee too few. That's just delightful. I would love to buy more bombs. Thanks for nothing. Alright. Yeah, more of these jerks. Oh, God. These guys are the worst. What's up? Maybe I should have gone for the magic sword. Oh. This is not going to go well. They're way too good at just making a beeline for me. This is an old video game. It's not supposed to have good AI. Aha. But can I have a rupee? Just one. That's all I want. Just 1 rupee. Just one. That's all I need. No. Oh my god. Ah, okay. Well, if I can beat this guy without dying, which you never know, I'm gonna be set. Alright. So that was the worst of the stage. I knew there was something horrible about stage 5. I couldn't think of why it was taking so long to drop the hammer on me. We're good. I've got the recorder. I'm going to get more bombs. It's just a happy picnic for everyone. At least this room doesn't have any dark nuts in it. That would just be too much. There we go. Oh, fraptious day. So with that in hand, the recorder and the bomb bag, I can head back, fight the boss, move along to the next level, and also get a fancy sword along the way. But I'm probably getting ahead of myself. Yeah. You guys can go to hell. Did I do something wrong here? Good God. Maybe I was supposed to bomb over to the side. How about that? I didn't even need to beat the Dodongos. What a world, what a world. I'm afraid I've run out of interesting things to say about this dungeon and these enemies, so I apologize for that. Hey, they're back. I thought I killed them. Right, can't go that way. It occurs to me I probably don't have enough health to take on the boss of this stage. I really should find an old lady and buy medicine from her. 1 heart, that's something. I could really use a fairy right about now. That's one of the strangest sentences I've ever uttered. Comes in handy once everyone's dead. My special equipment inventory is filling out nicely. Going to be really sad if I lose because I got dinged to death by bats. Okay. Boy, there's a lot of these guys in this stage. It sure is tedious. Very stingy with hearts. Oh well, I guess I'll just try to beat the boss without them. It's probably not going to go well for me, but we'll see. Oh, there's one. And... Alright, folks, wish me luck. I didn't realize I could stun him. That's awesome. I also didn't realize I could block those fireballs. Oh, that was surprisingly easy. Well done, me. Okay, 5 dungeons down. I'm actually kind of surprised I've managed to accomplish this much. And it is almost 3 o'clock now, so the stream is halfway through. I'm 5 dungeons out of 9 down, and I don't have any choice but to go left here, so it's time to head toward the graveyard. Sure, a fairy now that I don't need it. I think there's a hidden block or something up along there, but again, I just don't feel like bombing every single tile. So this is not a 100% run. I hope that's okay with you. So at this point, I'm basically heading all the way across Hyrule to find the cemetery, which is where the 6th stage and also the magic sword are, which is very convenient. And I'm also going to... I can't remember exactly where stuff is, though, so I'm just going to hit all these guys. Actually, I think there's something I can bomb up there, so there wouldn't be anything hidden underneath the dudes. Wow, that was surprisingly effective. Very fortuitous. Alright, there's one of those. Oh, I guess I can... I'm trying to remember if I need to open all of them, or if I can just jump around and come back here. Okay, cool. Alright, shortcuts are open. Now I just have to get back to Death Mountain. I can never remember which pathway goes where. That wasn't what I wanted. All right. So, these guys are the worst. Is there something here? I can't remember. Let's find out. There's not something there. I wasted a bomb. Okay, so this is always kind of a pain. Nothing there. Alright. Making some progress. One road at a time. Alright. Then you can touch the headstones with impunity and nothing can hurt you. Nothing on that screen. Maybe it's this one right here. I'll figure it out one of these days, don't you worry. Oh, God. This is terrible. Shouldn't I be able to move that? I have the bracelet. Huh. This is vexing. I actually don't know what's going on. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now we're good. Of course it's on the absolute last screen that I could pick. I went all the way clockwise around from starting with the wrong screen. I guess the headstone that I just touched is something else in the second quest, is that right? So the 6th level is up here, right? Yes. Okay, now we're making good time. Level 6, off we go. Actually, this is a good time to pause and do another station break. Hello, if you're still watching this, congratulations on your endurance. I'm Jeremy Parrish, and this is US Gamer's Legend of Zelda 30th Anniversary stream. I'm attempting to play all the way through the game. I've beaten 5 out of 9 levels, so I could actually do it. Who knows? I've never played through Zelda in a single sitting, and I hope we don't have like a power out as soon as I get to level 9 or something. But Zelda turns 30 on February 21st, which is Sunday, and the original plan here was to play the Famicom Disk System version of the game, and unfortunately my disk system stopped working, so I'm just playing the NES version, but it's effectively the same version as the Japanese game, so it's no big deal. It's no big loss. Anyway, so 6 I think is the first dungeon where we meet Wizrobes. Yeah, look at those guys. They suck so hard. The red ones aren't so bad, or orange, but the blue ones move around and they're terrible. Take that, Orko. Once you start getting into the really tough dungeons, it feels weird to come across rooms like this where it's just like super easy enemies hiding something valuable. I mean, at least this room has those statues spitting fire at me. And then there's this. I'm trying to remember, is there something hidden here? Nope. I have so many just muddled memories of this game that I remember certain things you have to do in certain places. Oh god, this is the worst. Eat hot death. Yes, that's right, you. I'm talking to you. Not bad. So yeah, that's kind of I think that's the worst room in the game so far. It's got bubbles. It has likes to take your shield. It has 2 different flavors of Wizrobe. I hate when they do that. Their movements are so unpredictable. You never know when they're just going to randomly decide, hey, I think I'm going to fly into him. You can sometimes play it safe by standing at a perpendicular angle to them, but not always. Oh, he's invincible to bombs. That's not cool. But he does go down a lot easier with the magic sword in hand. I say as I... Whoa! Ah! That was bad. Alright, so he's gone, and I believe he stays gone. If I'm not mistaken, can I bomb up here? Maybe that's a second quest thing. That's a second quest thing. At least likes only take 3 hits now, as opposed to a billion. If you're wondering why they would call a creature like, I highly recommend reading Clyde Mandelin's book, Legends of Localization, The Legend of Zelda, because it explains all that stuff, and I actually don't remember, so I will leave it to you to figure it out for yourself. Not bad, considering I couldn't even see what I was doing. Now I killed these guys with 1 hit, so that's much more pleasant. Oops. Of course, they can still hit me if I'm sloppy. And this is probably another terrible room, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop bombs like crazy. It's the way God wants it. Ooh, ah! Yeah, Wizrobes are terrible because you can't even stand in the doorway to avoid them. They can actually scoot into the doorway to hit you. But at least sometimes they drop fairies, so that's good. It looks like I'm losing a lot of people. I guess you guys can only take so much of an old man playing Zelda, so I apologize for the dryness of this stream. That's just my personality, what can I say? Oops. Alright, so I think I'm getting close to the boss. Here, shall we see? Oh. A crappy room that I wish I hadn't entered. That was stupid. It's going to be really embarrassing if this room kills me. Right next to the boss. Really need to go talk to one of those old women. Get some money. Or get some medicine. remember if that was a bomb given to me for a reason or not. Can I bomb over here? So I think the treasure in this level is the magic rod, which I've managed to completely miss as I go to fight the boss. I also missed the tip on how to beat the boss. Good thing I already know. Yeah. So as hard as the level is, at least the boss is like crazy easy if you know the trick. So I need to return into this level to go find the magic wand, magic rod, because it's very helpful when you start going up against likes and bubbles, and your sword gets taken away. Someone pointed out that Rodney Lives is like having a talking Hyrule Historia in Twitch chat, which I agree. You've livened up the Twitch chat and definitely compensated for my dryness, so thank you for that. Boy, when you just go up against the orange ones, it's so much easier. Oh, finally, a tip on how to beat the boss. That'll come in handy 2 minutes ago. People are talking about the wand in the chat. Some people love it, some people hate it. I actually really like it once you get the magic book, or the Bible if you prefer. It's really great. Sometimes I will just kind of stop using the sword for a while because the powered up magic rod is incredibly powerful and kind of versatile. It's great against enemies like Gibdos, the mummies, because you can fire at them and they'll just keep taking damage from it. Well, you know, if you bump them up, like zap them so they slide up against a wall, and then the fire catches. Boy, I'm losing my ability to use words. I don't think I was engineered for long-term streams. Sorry about that. Me no English good. Surprisingly easy. So, up and to the right. Screw you guys. So somewhere over here is the magic rod, and I'm just going to be completist about all the prizes and goodies. Of course I have to fight a room like this. I've lost my range fire, now I'm doomed. And I think that's a warp to another area. No, it's actually not. I approve. One more tool in hand. Assuming I don't die because of this bat. The ultimate ignominy. So, yeah, Rodney Lives points out the fact that most speedrunners skip the magic rod because it's not really essential, but if you're playing a swordless game where you don't pick up a sword, it's extremely valuable. And what does he say? Oh, it's great in the randomized games where you play a randomized ROM hack of Zelda and you don't know what order you're going to get things, including the sword. So those guys are all dead. And we'll put the magic rod to use. See, that's kind of okay. I don't have to worry about getting hit by bubbles. And it's strong enough to take out the... what are those guys called? Zols? It's strong enough to take them out in one hit. But there's nothing in here. That's disappointing. Over to the side. It's always worth a check. Yes, I can. secrets where fairies don't live. That's actually a pretty... I get what the tip is about. It's saying, look at the lake that doesn't have a fairy living in it, but since fairies don't live on most screens in the game, that's kind of a general point of advice. Yeah, this isn't going so well. This is not the performance of a man who just killed the level 6 boss in a single hit. Alright, so I think that's the entire stage. I've done everything, so now I have to work my way back out. Or I guess I could die. That also works. Actually, it looks like I may die on the way out, so two birds with one stone right there. Whoa, I just realized I don't remember where level 7 is. Oh, crap. Someone in the Twitch chat, if you could please remind me, where the heck am I supposed to go next? I've uncovered level 8, but I honestly don't remember where I go for level 6. And you know, I think I am going to die and save, and then that will take me back to... Oh, of course I get a heart after I say that. That'll take me back to the beginning of the game, which is probably much faster than trying to fight my way back through, so... Oh wait, you know what? I could also just do the cheat. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. I'm gonna save my progress, by God. Alright. Yeah, shortcut back to the beginning. So, oh right, level 7 is where the fairy doesn't live. Herp-a-derp. I was so busy making fun of that guy for that useless tip that I ended up just completely ignoring it. So, let's go buy medicine from that lady who lives across the river. Keeps saying I need to do that. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. So the trick here is to find this old woman. Oh no, it's the wrong old woman. Dang it. Oh, Link, stop going back in there. Give me medicine! Okay, I'll have to remember where the medicine lady is. Very disappointing. In the meantime, oh, maybe it's here? Okay, there we go. I pass her a dirty note from the old man, and buy 2 uses of medication. Balm to soothe my ills. And we are close to where fairies do live, which means we're also close to where fairies don't live. I think one of those bushes can be burned. But not that one. Alright, closing in on level 7 out of 9. So I'm 2/3 of the way through the game in the most technical sense of the word, although the last few dungeons... Actually, level 7's kind of tough, and level 8 is pretty easy if I remember. So there we found the secret where the fairy doesn't live. Good thing I knew what I was supposed to do there, because that would have taken me... So I have my audio down so that you're not getting a lot of like double sound effects. So I can't remember if those guys make a shrieking noise, but I seem to remember them making this sort of like boss screaming noise, and when you kill them they all vanish. So they're kind of these weird, like actually very easy enemies, but they have this kind of, in terms of design, they have this sort of significance attached to them. It's unusual. Yeah, this is where the magic book would be handy, because it would just blast against those guys and they'd sit there burning. Dig Dogger. Will shriek at a different kind of sound, or a certain kind of sound. And that guy is pretty easy when you have the magic sword. How about that? Too many skeletons. Everything's very slow all of a sudden. And Rodney Lives mentions this is the first dungeon that requires you to go through an unmapped room, which means you have to blow through a wall. I can't remember where that is, so that means I'm going to be paranoid and probably waste a lot of bombs just blasting walls. That wasn't it. There's a secret in the tip of the nose. Clues as always. I can't remember what the goodie to collect in level 7 is. I don't think it's the magic book. I think that's the next stage. Is it the magic key? It's been so long. That seems significant somehow. Yeah. All right. I think I'll just use bombs anytime I come across a room that gives me a bomb. Oh, that was wasted. Nice trick in a room like that is that you can stand between the two statues and they won't fire on you. No friendly fire in Zelda. Sad. Oh, fantastic. 5 rupees. On the plus side, unlike the later Zelda games, it doesn't give you a little pop-up text dialogue. You know, I would like more bombs, but don't have 100 rupees at the moment. Every once in a while you get lucky with something like that. Stopwatch to freeze a room full of dudes with boomerangs. I appreciate that. I feel like I just killed one of these guys. Oh, but now there's a bunch of them. got a long way to go before I can buy more bombs. That takes me a little closer. Oh no! Oh, I'm such an idiot. I've totally forgotten to buy bait at any point. Oh, good grief. Alright, well, it's time to go out and wander the landscape for a little while. God. Grief. On the plus side, by the time I get back, I might have enough rupees to buy bombs. So what's the best place to buy bait? Is it where I got the cheap shield? I can't remember. Which way should I go for cheap bait? Let me know. It's going to be sad if I end up not beating this game in the 4-hour time span because I forgot to buy bait. Of all the stupid things. Let's head over this way and see what happens. Come on. What kind of shop is he? What kind of useless place of commerce is that? Capitalism has failed me once again. Maybe the ring guy has one? Oh, perfect. Exactly 60. Hooray for me. Alright, so back to level 7. That was a mercifully brief diversion, although it did set me way back on my quest to get more bombs, so I may end up just beating this game with only 12 bombs max. But you never know. But look at that inventory screen, it's all full. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I only need bait once in the first quest, right? It's only the second quest where you have to buy it multiple times. I think that's correct, but it has been a while. Oops. Man, I'm way ahead of where the stream is. Actually, for some reason the stream is just showing me a black screen. I hope that's not the case for everyone else. Right, stream viewers, are you actually seeing the stream? Because I have just like it frozen on a blank black screen. Give me a shout if it's jammed up for you. Be gone. Okay, so it looks like everyone can still see the stream, so it's just Twitch being cranky for the person who's streaming, as usual. tough, but I don't know, after facing Wizrobes and Darknuts, this level seems a little, I wouldn't say toothless, but definitely not as nasty as the past few have been. I guess it's kind of a breather. Goodness, what's in here? I think I'll go explore around first. Someone mentioned the black spot on the map. I believe that's Area 51. And, hidden by the government. Ganon was really kind of overdid it on putting monsters into his dungeons. So I guess that is it for that area. And into the eye. Oh, only 93 more rupees to go until I can afford another bomb upgrade. Really making some progress there. See if I can bomb these walls. I don't think I can, but it's just so fun. Oh, well, what do you know? Can't remember if that's a passage or a hidden item, so it's a hidden item. Ah, the good candle. Now I can burn down the entire forest, and it takes no time at all. Of course, it's significant that you get the red candle, where you can use it multiple times on a single screen right before you go to the level that requires you to burn a random bush in order to... That's correct. So, yeah, there is some sort of design gating at work in this game, even if it's not as elaborate as in the later Zelda games. There's kind of a free-form element to the first Legend of Zelda, but even so, there is a little bit of a sort of mandatory progression and some thought given to, well, you're going to need to do this to do, to accomplish the next task, so they sort of paced things out. It's another one of those fire guys. What's up with these dudes? They're so uninspiring. They just kind of fart around. And it's another Dig Dogger. Man, there's a lot of these guys. Ganon must have gotten like a bulk deal on them or something. Went to Costco. Cheap gas and cheap Dig Doggers. And the boss here is what? Gleeok? Oh wait, that's not the boss room. That's right. And I believe there is a secret in the tip of the nose. Someone mentioned that to me. And I listened. Kill off the wall masters here first, I think. Which could potentially be really annoying if one of those bubbles hits me. Oh, I do remember a few things from the olden days. Good job, me. My Twitch has pretty much frozen, so hang on a second while I reset just to make sure it's running correctly. and I get to enjoy an ad, and for some reason now it's saying that I'm playing Q-Billion. I don't know why. Which is very inconsistent and weird. Then again, who wouldn't want to play Q-Billion? Someone's got to remember Seta. Might as well be us. To the right. I think this is the boss. It's the return of the first boss, Aquamentus. And that is 7 dungeons down. So I'm making pretty good time here. I'm kind of surprised. Someone, Seven Pain says, what, I don't like 8 Eyes? I guess in response to my comment about Seta. Not really. But I am kind of familiar with the progeny, the lineage of 8 Eyes now, because I've played a bunch of Game Boy games, done retrospectives on them by both developer Thinking Rabbit, who's responsible for Sokoban, all those box-pushing puzzle games, and also Seta, the publisher, who gave us Q-Billion, and a really cool Japan-only first-person dungeon crawler RPG called Ayakashi no Shiro. I just recently did a video about it, and I wish someone would do a fan translation of it, because it's a pretty good classic style action RPG, or not an action RPG, but first-person RPG. Someone mentioned earlier that the last heart container I'm missing from the overworld is directly below the first dungeon, so I think that's over this away. Be this screen. Now that I have the red candle, I can just walk around setting fire to the entire forest. I don't think Hayao Miyazaki would approve of this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Or I could be mistaken, there may not actually be... Watch out, Link. There may not actually be anything on the screen. Alright then, that was a waste of time. Gotta stop walking into my own flames. Actually, I'm all mixed up, and I'm completely not directly beneath the first stage anymore, so never mind. But I am closing in on the 8th stage. It's somewhere in the woods. Yep, getting close. All these ancient memories bubbling up. Remember how things Dope. Oh, someone in the chat asked how much longer until I get out of Game Boy puzzle game hell and into Pokemon clone hell. Well, at the rate I'm going, creating one Game Boy game retrospective video per week, it's going to be about 12 years. So maybe a while yet. Anyway, this is the final, next to last level, but the final one that has a Triforce piece in it. Wow, it just won't stay still. Come on. This is ridiculous. this is where it starts to get annoying with Dark Nuts and those stupid bubbles. And of course they drop the stopwatch right as everything dies. Ooh, but my magic wand is about to get upgraded. I love this book. It's so great. And I will show you why it's great in a moment. As soon as I get past all the bubbles. So there's the book, and then there's also the super key, the almighty key. There we go, look at that. Everyone just bursts into flames, and other enemies bumble into it and die. So great. Eat hot death. Boy, I really wish I had bought more bombs. If only I'd had enough money. I wonder if I can kill this guy with arrows. Oh, I can. Well, it's kind of a waste of money. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that the middle section of Manhandla was invincible. Bastard. So I always wondered why the Manhandla was called Manhandla, like Manhandler. I thought that was a really weird name for a plant, but it turns out that for whatever reason, the instruction manual describes the plant mouths as hands. So I think the idea is that it's like cruising around the mage trying to pinch your butt or something, which is really strange. And in the Japanese version, it just says they're piranha plants from Super Mario Brothers, which is, nice. It's a little bit of synergy. Since these two games were developed by the same team, pretty much one after the other, it's kind of a nice little reference from one game to another. And of course there are other Mario references in Zelda games, like Chomp Chomps and a dude who pretty much is Mario in Link's Awakening, and a few other cases too. I feel like there's probably going to be something for me to bomb through, but I really am reluctant to use up all my bombs at this point. Nope, waste. Wasted. Yeah. Shooting these dudes with arrows is not helping me buy more bombs. Also, I forgot, but the upgraded spell rod, magic wand, makes the candle completely useless because things burst into flames. It works as the candle. So that's another little detail I like. And actually, that's kind of a Zelda tradition, is introducing an item or tool in one dungeon and then making it moot or obsolete the next. Gonna waste some more bombs here. I'm sure Rodney Lives, who apparently has this game like tattooed on the inside of his eyelids. Yeah, he's cringing every time I do that. But what can you do? Ever beat this guy? Oh, he's tricky. He's blue now, and he takes more than one hit. This this the original video game enemy that has like an eye as his weakness and he opens it and closes it? Probably not, but man, this is like such a prototype for modern video games. Man, keep your eye open longer. I see the chat is becoming a little more, or not chat, but the number of people watching this is picking up. So I guess people kind of dropped out and got bored around the middle stages of the game, but now that it's getting closer to the end, are curious to see if I can actually finish this live sitting. We'll find out. Oh, you bastard. Dang it. Ah. So let's see. Up. No, thank you. Pretty sure these guys are invincible when it comes to fire. Yeah. Stabby bits and explosions are nothing. Ugh, this is the worst. Use some bombs right around now. Would have been nice if those guys had dropped a bunch for me. On the plus side, at least there are no likes here, he says, and then some show up. Oh, there we go. Wonder if I need to bomb up here. I'm sorry, Rodney Lives, I have to find out. Please forgive me if I waste another bomb. Oh, well, how about that? And, oh, that's right, this is the lion stage. So... let's go north. This jerk again. Not approve of this level, of this room. Okay, I was mistaken about level 8 being easy. It's level 7 that's the surprisingly easy one, and this one sucks. I wonder why they gave me a bomb. Not because of that, or because of that. That's more like it. Okay, some random money. I'm going to guess that I can't just bomb into the Triforce room, so... but it would be really easy and convenient if I could just blow through that wall and take the Triforce. Oh, another one of these rooms. likes and no bubbles, so it could be worse. So we are getting pretty near the quest for the Triforce, and then after that I get to go up to Death Mountain and prove my strength against Ganon or whatever. It'll probably take like an hour for me to beat the final dungeon, to be honest. It's a long, grueling experience, and I'm way out of practice. So, here's that. Magic key. And I actually don't remember where I'm supposed to go. So, let's have a look at the map. I guess it's someplace to the left. Or to the west, if you're one of those sticklers. Oops. Rodney Lives mentions that when you get the magic key, the key icon switches from numbers to the letter A. And he says that's MA magic key, or all key, any key. According to, once again, Legends of Localization, it is the almighty key. So there is my clue toward the final stage. To get there, I have to find the last piece of the Triforce. Excuse me. Thanks for that. It's time to try to use some more bombs. Up there. Maybe I already bombed in this room. If that's the case, okay, I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go now. So maybe I'm going to have to look this up in a guide or FAQ or something. If anyone has any advice as to where I should go to complete the stage, that would be great. But otherwise, I think I'm going to pause really quickly and yes, I'm going to use GameFAQs. I'm very sorry, everyone. So give me just 1 second to look up a map. I was hoping to be able to beat the game without doing that, but... So let's see, Dungeon 8 map. All right. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Oh. So there was a door that I was supposed to, or a staircase that I was supposed to go down that I totally just skipped out on. How sad for me to do that. So this level is not difficult, I'm just really scatterbrained. We are getting close to the end of the game, so I think I'm oh no. I have to fight these guys again. Oh, you know what? I should probably use an emergency recourse just in case. But you never know. I'm putting the medicine on just in case I take too much abuse, but it looks like I'm actually coming out ahead of this, coming out ahead on this, getting extra life, as opposed to getting beaten into a bloody pulp. So small wonders and happy miracles. Come on down, dude. I want to kill you. Oops. That's what I get for getting cocky. Alright, so down there. going to fight my impulses to get every treasure because I don't need that key. Like, it's literally useless for me right now. So, I want everyone to applaud my restraint in not wasting time. Although I probably spent more time talking about that than it would have taken to have just picked it up. So never mind. You may mock me if you desire. And we're getting close. Almost there. Okay, thanks, guy. Another really helpful tip. I've seen an explanation of what that means, but it's kind of a dopey piece of advice. So I think this is another Gleeok, yeah, one with like 4 heads or something. Probably will be okay, but I'm putting on the medicine just in case. Oh, they don't work like fairies in bottles, do they? Oh! It's been so long since I've played this game, I totally had a brain fart. Wow. Wow! That was amazing! Good job, me. Alright. Kicking ass. Taking names. I could have sworn those were the bottle of health worked exactly like fairies in the later games, but no, it's something you have to choose manually. That's just embarrassing. I should probably use the health or the medicine right now to take myself up to full health, but I'm such a stingy bastard. Okay, yeah, those guys are tough. So let's go ahead and use some medicine. Alright. Onward and upward. I see everyone in the chat stream is just as embarrassed of me as I am of myself, so I'm glad we can all be on the same page about this, with that spectacular loss to the boss. Truly one of my prouder moments. And we're closing in on 4 p.m., which means I've been doing this for nearly 3 hours, and I actually am getting pretty close to the end of the game. So I might actually be able to finish this unless level 9 is just completely horrible to me. Excuse me. Pardon me, that was rude. Which is entirely possible. I may not be able to beat level 9, but there's actually an end within sight. That's pretty cool. I think I should be okay without the medicine this time. Yeah, gee, that's so much easier when I can just stand at a distance and shoot. Yeah, good job, me. Way to go. Alright, so this takes me to a complete Triforce. Well done, Link. And I'm going to take another quick, like 2-3 minute break just to take care of some biological necessities. So if you'll just hang on for a second, check out that glowing Triforce. Is that not amazing? Yeah, love it. Okay, I will be back in about 3 minutes, and we will resume the stream and head up to Death Mountain. Alright, I'm back, and thanks for your patience. Hope that wasn't too long. I gotta tell you, the microphone I'm wearing is like a headset, and these are not made for people who wear glasses. My skull is hurting me. Good grief. Alright, so it's onward and upward to Death Mountain, like I said. I probably should freshen up my medicine. I guess if I was really being a responsible adult, I would go and buy more bombs from the dude in level 7, but I'm going to try my luck and see if I can beat the game without maxing out my bombs. I may regret that later, and if so, you are allowed in the stream chat to say, "I told you so." But for the moment, I have just enough money to buy more second potion, or whatever it's called, from the old lady, which I think was actually back this way and down? No, something like that. Anyway, I feel like in Death Mountain I'm probably going to need 2 health refills, at the very least. So, wouldn't be a bad idea to go recharge that. I have 1 right now, but that may not be enough. So, oh, looks like my bio break lost me some viewers. I'm not a true streamer. I haven't learned to absorb urine back into my bloodstream. Sorry about that. This is where you make some sort of joke about streaming. Yeah, go ahead. I'll be here. Alright, so... So I think if I buy the cheap one, it'll turn the one I have into a red potion. Yes. This is a trick that I also picked up from Legends of Localization. I've never tried that before, but that was pretty handy. So now we go back up to Death Mountain. I'm going to take the... Actually, you know what? I'll go the westerly route. I haven't actually been to this entire lower southwest area of the map yet, the Lost Woods. I believe I go northwest southwest. Let me know in the comments in the chat if I'm getting that wrong, but I think it's up, left, down, left. It has been a while. I suppose I could go pay the old woman down south for money. So north. Kanye. West. Do. All right. It's amazing what utterly useless information my mind manages to retain. So we are closing in on Death Mountain and Spectacle Rock. I can't remember exactly where it is from here. It's definitely not here. Don't know why I went up that staircase. But I believe it's also not there. Really not. This does not bode well for my final run against the forces of Ganon. It's there. I think it's over to the right a little bit. this is all failing memory, so if I'm wandering the wrong way and it really offends you, I apologize. But I'll get there eventually. There's only so many map screens I can look at. Rocks. It's my staircase. Yes, this looks like the right path. Okay, here we go. One of these rocks has a dungeon inside of it. The other does not. Let's find out which. I actually can't remember. I guess I just wasted a bomb. Alright, and here we go. It's Spectacle Rock, an entrance to death. And I can go inside. So if you'll pardon me for just a second, I'm going to just promote this stream on Twitter in case anyone is interested in, who's not watching now, in seeing me take on the final dungeon. Let me type this up really fast. Dungeon of Zelda. Yes. Okay, and that's done. Let's do this thing. Oh, already I'm paralyzed with the choice. Left or right? Left or right? I can't remember. I know that this is a big, confusing, complicated, pretty scary dungeon, but I'm just going to give it my best. I've got an hour to get through this thing, and already I've taken damage from a Wizrobe because they're bastards. But I guess if he gives me health back, he's not a total bastard. I feel like I could bomb up there, but I'll wait. So many bad guys. Oh no, 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 don't do that. Well, I got lucky. I almost had a like incident here in the dungeon. Let me guess, I didn't even need to kill those guys. What was I doing? What was I thinking? I've forgotten how nasty this dungeon is. It's just like straight up hatred right away. Right out of the gates. Thank you for that 5 rupees. That will come in handy never. Okay, so I haven't died yet. That's a good sign. This time I'll remember if I get low on health that I need to use the red potion right away. Maybe that's where I'm supposed to bomb. So you'll have to bear with me, folks. It's been many years since I've beaten this dungeon. So if you're just joining now, please be patient. There's a lot of remembering to do. I may die a few times in this dungeon. I think the first few times I've played through it, I've managed to get through fairly okay, but I'm not usually streaming and talking while I'm doing it. But at least I did remember that. That's good. And I think these guys are vulnerable to explosive magic spells. Yes, they are. So good. Anyway, hi everyone. If you're just joining us now because I tweeted out a mention of this, thanks for coming into the stream. I'm Jeremy Parrish with USgamer, and this is, as I've mentioned many times over the course of the past 3 hours, our Legend of Zelda 30th anniversary live stream, or my live stream. USgamer's been posting a lot of Zelda content this week. Because Sunday is the 30th anniversary of the original Famicom version of The Legend of Zelda, and it's a long, enduring series. We like it. We have good memories of it, and so we've been just posting various things about it, like I said. And my contribution to this conversation is to play the original Zelda, because why the hell not? And I was hoping I could finish the game within 4 hours in a single live stream sitting, and I'm actually kind of on track to do that unless something goes horribly wrong with this dungeon, which is entirely possible because it is a really, really difficult dungeon. But we'll see. I'm making pretty good progress so far. I know I need to find a red ring and a silver arrow. And here is the first of the weird special bosses that appear only in this stage, the Patra. Which are, I don't know, like flying eyeballs or something? They're a real pain in the ass. Why do those things just keep flying around? Man, those guys are the worst. But I don't think they reappear if I die, so that's good. Nope. I need some health pretty quickly. Go to the next room. Oh, right. So I think I bombed through a wall here. Or maybe I don't. Yes, there we go. I'm gonna put it on potion just in case. Oh, yeah. Let's not leave luck to the heavens this time around. Suck it, Orko. So let's see, I think this is the silver arrow, but I could be mistaken. No, it's just a passage. Lame. I want my treasures now! Actually, what I really want is the red ring, because then my health will go a lot further, and I wouldn't have to use potions so quickly. Someone in the stream asked, am I playing this on an NES? Kind of. I'm playing it on an Analog NT, which is based on NES components. It's not a clone console. It's like a rebuilt, repurposed NES. So technically, yes, I'm running this through an upscaler so that it looks nice. Bastards. I can see this is not going to go well. My original plan was to play this on Famicom Disk System. That's what I had promoted. And then that ended up not happening because my disk system worked fine today, and I turned it on to get ready for the stream, and it wouldn't work. It was just making this hissing sound, and so I decided not to push my luck and break the my game console with a defective Famicom disk system. I tried to get it to work and couldn't, so we're just playing the NES version. So it's essentially the same game. Difference in language, difference in music. There are no loading times on the NES version, which is nice. Oh, it's another Patra. This one's much easier. Which is not to say easy. Okay, now I think this is an item of some sort. Please? No, it's another passage! What's up with all these passages, man? Ganon, how come you have to make your home so complicated? Just get a simple townhouse, you know? Just, like, 3 stairs. So let's see. Trying to remember, I think I bombed through one of these walls? Yeah. Probably need to switch over to the potion again, just in case bad things happen. Yeah, this is the kind of room where bad things happen. Ooh. So I'm getting some advice in the comments, which I appreciate, but please be aware that I'm just going to hit the buttons. Please be aware that there's like a 1-minute lag on comments, so... oh, dang it. Jerks. Okay. There we go. Anyway, so by the time you make a comment, it's probably too late for me to see it. Okay, so now I can technically beat the game. Although, by God, it's so much easier if I have the red ring. Alright, so I am capable of beating Ganon now, in theory. Much more quickly than I expected, but I've still got a long way to go. I think that's just a 2-room space, nothing else around there, so I won't waste my time. I think I will switch away from the letter, though, because it's not very useful. If I die, I do believe I will duck out of Death Mountain and go buy a potion. God knows if I can remember how to get places, but I'll try. And I will use that red or that blue rupee to buy a potion. Wow, nice. Let's see. Have I been down in here? I think I have. But I have not been up here. Oh, you jerks. I hate you all. Oh. Okay, well, again, a room becomes much easier than it really should, and I'm very fortunate. So let's see. Might be able to bomb something. Let's find out. Cool. Just one. Pretty sure the red ring is inside one of the eyes of the skull. Okay, Patra. Good job, Patra. Thanks for getting that map for us. And that looks like it. So, back over, down, and west. I see the numbers of people watching the stream are steadily rising. Thanks for joining us. I hope that I can deliver satisfactory entertainment to you. I will do my best to defeat the Legend of Zelda. I wonder if there's a hole here. I'm kind of running low on bombs. Maybe I should have bought more. I make no promises as to my being able to complete this game, but I will try. I've got another 45 minutes. So, wow, this is the worst. Fire. I've never been quite sure what likes are supposed to be. They kind of look like people stacked up a steak, although someone in the comments said they look like pancakes, which I guess is also correct. But in any case, they like eating shields, so they look like food and they eat shields. It's kind of like a reverse carnivorism, whatever that word is. Guess I'll go left. So I'm really flying by the seat of my pants here. It's been a long time, like I mentioned, since I've last played through the final level of Zelda. So I have this kind of vague memory of how things work, but it's definitely not something I've memorized or have down to a science. So please be gentle with me. Please be understanding. Hopefully I'll just keep getting clocks like that. Those are the best. Oh, someone else says that they think likes look like lasagna. But I think in every case we can agree they look like some sort of food. There's no one who's like, oh yes, that looks like, you know, an automobile or something. It always looks like food. I don't know what's in here, but I'm sure I'm going to hate it. Why am I doing that when I have fully charged health? Goodness. The consensus is pastry, it says in the chat. So when I'm done with this, should I jump immediately into the second quest? Doesn't that sound fun? Patra had the map. The old man lied to me. Oh, whoa. Well, that was unexpected. Here I am at the final boss all of a sudden, and not really prepared for it. But I guess I'll give it a go. Damn it, why can't I hit him? Why? There we go. Holy crap. Well, I just beat Zelda. much to my surprise and amazement. That was kind of anticlimactic. I expected to have to spend a lot more time going through the dungeons. Boy, I'm glad I didn't just walk into one of those fires and die. That would have been really embarrassing. Um, and look, Zelda has a light blue gown on instead of a red gown. I've never seen that before. So, way to go, me. Congratulations to US Gamer for having a stream that lived up to its promise. And thanks everyone who stuck around to watch this for the past 3.5 hours. Anyway, so The Legend of Zelda, Peace Returns to Hyrule. Like I've said before, this was our 30th anniversary stream. Zelda turns 30 on the 21st of February, which is this Sunday. And sorry I wasn't able to play the Famicom Disk System version. I really wanted to, but old hardware is kind of flaky and complicated sometimes. But hopefully you enjoyed watching me stumble my way through Zelda. I think I only died like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, so that was nice. So I'm gonna just play the second quest for a second, but I'm not going to play it seriously. Yeah. All right. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other Legend of Zelda coverage on US Gamer. USgamer.net is our address, and there's cool stuff there, and it's worth reading. So I think I'm going to call it a day here. Yeah. I set out to do what I attempted and wanted to do, much to my own surprise. And had a good time doing it. Hope you enjoyed the stream too. If you only saw part of it and are curious to see more, I was dropping tons and tons of trivia bombs for the first half of the show. I'll be posting this to, or trying to post this to YouTube. So thanks again for watching, and I'll do another stream again soon. Actually, I think next week Kat Bailey is going to do a Pokemon 20th anniversary stream, and my plan is to do some sort of retrospective, or someone on staff to do some sort of retrospective on a weekly basis, retrospective stream. So that's something you can look forward to. Anyway, thanks once again for watching, and that's it for me. Thanks.